Goeienaand. Good evening, fellow South Africans. And it's a coldish and wet Brisbane today, but it's always lovely in Australia. Now, in the last couple of days, there's been some very disturbing news about a bank in South Africa that has been totally ravaged by politicians, well-connected Africans, and something like 1.8 billion rand has been basically just taken. And perhaps the most interesting person involved in all this is the fellow by the name of Floyd Shivambu. His brother, his younger brother, apparently was given 10 million rand by the bank. Apparently the EFF, Floyd Shivambu is a finance minister, or the prospective finance minister for the EFF. And his brother basically stole 10 million rand from the VBS Bank in South Africa. Now, there have been calls for Floyd Shivambu to be thrown out of the EFF because he apparently is involved in this whole thing. But of course, Malema is saying that no, he's staying, he's my mate, he's good. But I'm going to play a clip, which is what happened in the South African Parliament following these allegations being raised. And it's a circus. It is a complete circus. I mean, the thing that really cracks me up is they all call each other honourable in the Parliament. And I have never seen such a bunch of dishonourable people in my life before. But anyway, the first thing you're going to see is Floyd Shivambu with Julius Malema. That'll fill the screen for a couple of seconds, and then we'll go straight into the South African Parliament. And you can enjoy the the circus. And don't forget to subscribe to be kept informed. Have a great day, guys. Bye for now. Right. There's Floyd Shivambu and Julius Malema. You probably recognize Floyd. He's a very noisy fellow who's totally out of control in the South African Parliament. Anyway, let's see what happens. This is what actually took place in the South African Parliament yesterday.
The Honourable Minister.
Indeed, House Chair, corruption is a problem that we must deal with. And as some of the recent findings has exposed, this is not only something that is confined to the public sector. Even in the private sector, we have seen collusion that was conducted by construction companies. Just recently, we have seen how Bancorp, has robbed us an opportunity of heavy money that was supposed to be meant for development. Corruption is in the banking system. We have seen the exposure of the banks, manipulating, the exchange rates. So it needs all of us to work together. Corruption is everywhere. Corruption is in the EFF. We have seen how they are money laundering. They are money laundering, or what is this? A quick fix scheme of quick money making scheme called On Point.
On a point of order.
What is the point of order, Honourable Member?
I think this boy must stop sickness of Guptas and coming to to speak corruption of the EFF here. What corruption are you talking about, in fact?
Honourable Member.
Point of order, Chair. Point of order, Chair.
No.
Yes.
You must not take us for granted.
Honourable Member.
But deployed by Guptas.
Honourable Member, take your seat, please. Honourable Member.
Direct product of Guptas.
Honourable Shivambu, please take your seat.
For 7 days.
If you do not take your seat, I will switch off your microphone.
What do you know about that way?
Honourable members, can we just calm down, please? And let us maintain the decorum of the House by dealing with the issues at hand. Right? And let us also not fall foul of the very same rules that all of us have adopted and subscribed to, and from time to time also quote in this House. So let's maintain the decorum. Honourable Minister, you have answered the question. Is there anything new you want to add to that?
On the point of order,
No, I was still on the platform.
On the point of order, Chair.
No,
On the point of order.
honourable member, no.
On the point of order,
No,
Chair.
I have not recognized you, honourable member.
On the point of order.
I will first recognize the whip of the ANC on my right. Honourable member.
House Chair, Honorable Floyd Shivambu, he called Honorable Minister a boy, and he must withdraw immediately. Thank you.
Honourable Shivambu, did you call the Honourable Minister a boy?
I did, House Chair, call Van Rooyen a boy because it's a small
Honourable
boy.
member, will you please withdraw that statement?
We withdraw, we'll raise it. I withdraw, I'll say it outside again. But it's
Please,
a small
honourable
boy of the
member,
Guptas.
honourable member, just withdraw the remark unconditionally.
I withdraw, but
Thank you,
I'll say
honourable
it
member.
again. Just for this.
Honourable member, take your seat now. Take your seat, honourable member. The honourable minister.
Yes, thank you, House Chair. House Chair,
Honourable Minister, let me just take the other point of order. Why are you rising, honourable member?
No, Chair, the Honourable Minister cast aspersions on the EFF, saying that they are corrupting. Can he, with money laundering, can he prove that?
No,
bring
honourable,
a substantive motion here,
honourable member,
or withdraw that statement?
Honourable member.
Can you ask him to withdraw, please?
No, honourable member, if you read the rules refer to a specific member and not to a political party. We've heard, even through the course of this afternoon, in the follow-up questions, there's reference made to different political parties, and that is not out of order. However, if reference is made to a specific member of the House, then we will request it to be substantiated in a substantive.
Yeah, if he's involved in money laundering,
honourable member, take your seat now. Take your seat.
Then he must.
Honourable member, take your seat. I've ruled on the matter. Honourable Minister, will you just take your seat? There's another ANC member at the back who wants to raise a point of order.
Chairperson, you must be fair to the way you.
Honourable member, what is the point of order, and in terms of which rule?
When I stood up for a point of order, you said you did not recognize me, but you allowed the EFF
No, honourable
to stand up
member.
and you allow him to speak.
Honourable
no,
member,
treat us fair,
take your
Chair.
seat.
Treat us fair.
Take your seat, honourable member. Take your seat. Take your seat. Your whip from the ANC asked for a point of order even before you got up and demanded a point of order. And I recognize the whip of the ANC, and the point of order was effectively dealt with. The Honourable Minister.
House Chair, let me confirm that our corruption busting system as a country are regarded as one of the best systems in the world. And it's through this system that we are able to expose a lot of corrupt activities. And that's why I'm urging members, let's work together to support these systems, because these are the very same systems that exposed the so-called commander-in-chief when he was involved in tax evasion practices.
Honourable member.
On point of order.
Why are you rising, honourable member?
I'm rising on the point that he was raising on the commander-in-chief chairperson. Can you make them quiet?
Continue, honourable member.
Thank you, Chair. If we have anything, the courts have proven that the commander-in-chief did not have any, didn't avoid his tax. He pays his taxes, and the commander-in-chief is a member of this House, and he enjoys the same protections.
Thank you, honourable member.
Is having. So that boy of the Guptas.
No, honourable member, you see, you raise a point of order, and then what you say on the one hand applies, and then you break the same rule in the same sentence. Now, that is not correct. I will ask you to withdraw the statement. However, Minister, before the statement is withdrawn, the same applies. If we have allegations that we make against any member of this House, it must be done in the form of a substantive motion, and that motion must be tabled with the NA staff without further delay. However, honourable member, you must withdraw the statement that you make. No, I'm asking the honourable member to withdraw the statement that she has made. And the honourable member know what she said.
The Honourable Minister must as well withdraw.
No, honourable
I withdraw
member,
that is
I'm
a boy of the
I'm
Guptas.
asking you to withdraw what you're saying.
That is a boy of the Guptas. I will draw that is a boy of the Guptas.
The
and he will be
statement is
sent
now,
outside.
take now your seat, honourable member. Yes, honourable member.
No, Chair. The Honourable Zupta there. The Honourable Zupta there. If he's referring
Honourable
to his...
members,
If
order.
can I be protected?
Yes, order, honourable members. Continue.
If he is referring to his commander-in-chief, with whom he's
Honourable
in-
member,
in
that's not a
collusion
point
and
of order. Take
corruption,
your seat, please.
then he must be clear
I'm now
about
switching
that.
off your mic. That's not a point of order. That's not a point of order. I've ruled on the matter that whoever wants to make allegations against another member of this House must do so by means of a substantive motion. And being consistent with rulings in this regard, I immediately stopped that, Honourable Minister, like I stopped other members, and tell them that they should do that. Right? And that's why I did not allow the Minister to continue along the line that he was pursuing. And that is the ruling. Honourable Shivambu?
Chairperson, can you please tell this master who spent 7 nights and 7 days
Honourable member.
of corruption in the Gupta house
Honourable
to withdraw what he said
member.
about the commander-in-chief of
No,
the EFF?
honourable member.
Please instruct him to withdraw that,
Take your seat,
or
honourable
else we are
member.
going to attend to him.
Take your seat, honourable member.
a small boy will attend to him.
Can you withdraw the statement? You see, honourable member, you withdraw the statement, then you repeat it again. We are
We'll
really,
attend to it.
and what we are doing now is to delay, honourable members, the right that members of this House have to ask questions. There's still a number of questions that we must deal
But
with.
can you please withdraw?
No.
Why are our members
Honourable,
withdrawing, not him not
Honourable
withdrawing?
Shivambu, you see, you cannot ask another member to withdraw, and in the same vein, you break the rule yourself.
I withdraw, then tell him to withdraw as
You have withdrawn. Now take your seat, honourable
and
member.
then tell him to withdraw.
Take
then.
your seat. I've made a ruling in this regard. I've made a ruling in this regard, and I'm now going to the next follow-up question, which will be asked. Yes, the ruling has been made, whether you like it or not.
Chairperson,
Yes, honourable member.
yes, can you ask that gentleman to withdraw? We're asking nicely. Because might get rough and we'll attend to the thing. We're not scared of him.
Honourable member, take
We
your
will
seat.
attend to him. We're not scared
Honourable
of him.
member,
We're still asking nicely.
take your seat.
We're not scared of that
I've
boy.
ruled
That
on the
one.
matter. Take your seat now, please.
You must be careful.
Take now. Take your seat. Thank you, honourable member. Take your seat.
Order, Chair.
I've dealt with this point of
No,
order,
Chair,
honourable
order.
members.
I have a right to...
I've dealt with this
No,
point of order.
how do you know
Why
what I'm
are
going to say?
you rising, honourable member?
On
And
point
in terms of which
order.
rule?
Rule 92.
Rule 92 says what? It's just you rising on a point
Chair.
of order. What specifically?
Chair, this man must withdraw.
Honourable member,
That
I've
commander-in-chief,
made a ruling
our
in this regard.
commander-in-chief,
Please take your
is a
seat.
member
I'm
of this
switching
House,
off your
Chair.
microphone
But
now.
you are...
Honourable members, I've dealt with this point of order. And I now want to get to the Honourable Maluleke, who will ask the next follow-up question. The Honourable Maluleke.
But when